Hey everybody, John Bergsma here, Fisherman's Digest here on the Best Chance Charters with Captain Dave Engel and Hunter on the back of the boat. And we're here today with a group of clearly repeat customers because we've been laughing and talking, and yeah, if there's hefty audio in this show, that's why. So hey, stay tuned for an awesome adventure here. Michigan Charter Boat Association Captain Dave Engel on Fisherman's Digest. So hey, one of the things that you get when you come on a Michigan Charter Boat Association certified captain trip is you get competency of mate and captain, and you get a clean boat. And that's really important because the experience that you get when you're on the water is half of it. The attitude in the boat is good. We've got one hooked up, and having everything around you operating gives you the confidence that something good's going to happen throughout the day. That's one of the advantages of dealing with guys who take the time to sign up and qualify as certified captains for the Michigan Charter Boat Association. They go through tests, drug testing. They have also knowledge tests, you know, to make sure that they're compliant with. Huh? There's more marks.
One of the things we're doing that, I don't know if you noticed, but this is braid. So we're running braid with a piece of mono, actually it is a piece of fluorocarbon behind it, so we can see that bite when we're running these down a couple hundred feet. You see the bite so much better. I mean, these two fish aren't a problem to see the bite with because they're sizable fish, but really help the trout fishing in deep water, you know, identify the bite, because you can drag a trout pretty easily if you're in rough waters if you're not watching.
That's an awesome tip because it's true. You get a 15, 16, 20 inch trout on, if you don't see that initial bite,
beautiful,
he'll just turn and swim with you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's a nice looking fish.
Predator of the bunch.
Yeah. We'll get these two rods set, and then we'll have Captain Dave talk about his whole operation here out of Saugatuck, Michigan. They got multiple boats. It's a family-owned business that's been in operation. I just heard Dave say 46 years, so we're gonna have him talk to you about that very fact and what they offer here and all of the great fishing that they do year-round out of Saugatuck.
Well, one of the nice things we do have here in Saugatuck is we have this natural formation of rocks between here and South Haven. Got a clay bottom that we're headed to right now, and big boulders and small rocks, and so we have a pretty good year-round fishery because of that. As you've just experienced, we've been catching all kings here for maybe 2 months, 6-7 weeks, and as soon as we can't, you know, the kings go, they travel. The adult kings have gone up the river. We're chasing these next year's fish, is majority of what we've been catching, and we will get some, but we can always rely on the lake trout fishery here. We can go in here and fish for these trout. They've born and raised here, a lot of them, because of our natural rock formation, and we always have bait around here, always, that we can fish around, and that's the secret. It's having the bait either on bottom or suspended. Suspended bait, it'll move off, and you know, the salmon bite gets hard, and we can still pull fish. It's been years and years and years since we've been skunked because we can always pull some fish. My two sons are both have boats. It's kind of fun. They're docked on each side of me. Get to see them every morning and stuff.
You knock one off. You knock a 25-pound king off at the back of the boat.
Because the customer doesn't keep lifting on it.
Because the customer doesn't keep lifting. 20 years ago. Your Uncle Bill is screaming, you're out.
That's awesome. And this is half the fun when you're out on these charters, is just guys hooting and hollering. You know, you spend the day at work most of your life, and you get out on a boat and you get to just be yourselves. So if you hear a bunch of bleeping, well, understand, we're out on a boat having fun. Camera.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Here we go,
You
Ken.
got him.
Ken,
Yep.
here you go, buddy.
Well, it's pretty foolish for any charter boat to not be part of the Michigan Charter Boat Association in the Michigan side. I get calls all the time. You guys need to do, no, wait a minute. How about you need to do? you know, yes, we are banded together. We have a great representation. They're doing some exciting things right now, trying to get the license tweaked, and you know, they're always doing stuff. The drug program, you know, so you're out here with a good, safe guy. You know, we go to Wisconsin and another charter boat captain can okay your boat for safety. Well, that's not the case in Michigan. We're okayed by the state of Michigan, as well as having a federal license. Every charter captain nationwide is supposed to be in a drug program, and that's one of the real things that they provide for us, is a nice atmosphere. All our first mates, we know that they're up to snuff. They all have a card. Michigan Charter Boat Association represents us with the state, as well as, you know, you have multiple states and multiple countries involved in this fishery. So we really need to have a voice, and they are our voice, is the Michigan Charter Boat Association. So here in Saugatuck, a big part of our business is the tourism.
Yeah.
You know, the summer months. The fishermen all go in May and August. I mean, we all know that's the best time to fish for king salmon, and you know, it's easier and lots of them, and limit catches most of the time, and you know, even in April. But the weather's not as nice in May or April as it is, you know, in the summer months. So June and July are our bread and butter. We're booked every single day. We can always come out and get a few of these trout. This is a normal June day, really.
Yeah, right.
You know, you didn't hit the kings right away.
Right.
You just didn't set up right, or they're gone. You know, the kings they leave. It's just what they do, and we can always come get a few fish. And we get a lot of families, and you know, the majority of my two sons' business are the walk-on tours. You know, they're coming to town. They've Airbnb'd for the week, and can we get on a boat? You know, the majority of mine, I've been in the business so long, it's all corporate and repeat business and stuff.
Sure.
You know, that's important, I think, to the average charter guy should know that, you know, they want to be part of the game. They don't want to just, here, reel this in, oh, stop, let me get it. You know, they don't want to do all that stuff. If the kids want to unhook the fish, or, you know, the customers, we can have at it. We can care less.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think some of that comes with age, you know, in time.
Right.
But I've really pushed it to my children to let that happen, and they're real good at it.
Oh,
you know,
perfect.
My kids are 40, so they're not little kids.
Right, exactly. It's the experience in the boat. That's what Dave and I have been trying to leave you with. It's not just you joining the charter captain. It's just the charter captain trying to show you a great experience on the water.
Hey guys, Brian here with Dorado. I'm going to show you how to protect your Dorado latch from getting stolen at the ramp by using our Dorado latch lock. This isn't a cheap piece of plastic lock. It's actually a metal shroud that gets installed over top of the nut on the mounting bolt. And then with a padlock and this spacer, it'll protect anybody from being able to access that nut and walking away with your latch. So I'll show you how easy it is to get installed. We just need a 3/4 inch wrench here. We'll back the nut off the mounting bolt. Then take this shroud, set it on the bolt, reinstall that nut back on the bolt, and then we take this metal spacer here and rest that right between the bolt and where we're going to install this padlock. So the padlock you're going to want is a master lock, 3D LH. This is a long shank, so it's got enough room here to fit inside these holes on the lock. Let's go ahead and pop this guy open here. All we do, slide that right through each of the holes, click it into place, and now using any kind of wrench, nobody's getting in there to take your lock off. So keeps it protected, pretty simple. You buy these DoradoProducts.com. Locks are sold separate, that way you got your own keys. Yeah, just keep your latch safe.
Get that fish, hurry up.
Fish on, Alex.
You got
Get
him,
him, Alex.
You got him, Buck. You got
Good
him.
job,
You got
Alex.
him. Good job.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Way to go. Hello.
Yeah. Good job, Alex. That one looked like a real one. So what you're seeing there on the screen is just young of the year bait. Tons of
Great
it.
sign.
Right in here for the fish, and that upper 50 feet is just constant little hooks. There's a lot going on here on Lake Michigan that's positive, that's good to talk about, and thanks, Jay Wesley, you're doing a good job.
You're doing a great job of fighting that fish, because these big trout, you got to just be patient and swim them up here. You just got to give them time, you know, and just get them tired, and eventually, if you can swim them up here, you're going to catch more of them than if you force them to the surface,
Yeah.
or drag them on top.
And the problem with it, when you force them to the surface too quick, Dave, they have a lot more thrash in them, and you lose them when
tear
they
off.
thrash.
The body of the weight of the fish will tear it off.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just a slow, we call it low and slow for trout and up and fast for salmon. You hold the rod up kind of quickly. Just keep reeling. You haven't got the steering. That's what you do.
Woohoo, Hunter! Good job with the net. This?
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That is the fish right there. Wow.
What's that thing's name there, Alex?
Whoa.
That thing's name is Winner Winner Chicken Dinner, Alex. Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. That's the biggest one. That thing's big.
Yeah.
That thing is big.
Big.
Woo-hoo!
No, he's got a great rod holder, but cannons are. He's copied everybody else's. I mean, it's. Attaboy.
Coming at you.
Attaboy,
Good job.
stay with
Good
him.
job, Kenny.
Attaboy. Don't learn that in school, do you?
Exactly.
That's some
Hey, what
skipping
you
school.
guys at home are watching right there is that when you have a king on, all of a sudden them kings will really likely at least once during the fight just turn and swim right at the boat. And when that happens, you have to do exactly what Kenny did. Just lean in and turn that handle. Reel, 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 reel. Don't say I lost him, because the only way to lose a king when they're doing that is to quit reeling. So you just stay on the reel until you keep up with them. I've seen kings come all the way to the stinking boat and you could net them on that. So you just can't assume. You got to stay on that reel, and that's just a tip for everybody who's going to go on a charter who may not have been at one. Just keep reeling. The captain will let you know if you lost the fish. There we go. I got you, Ken.
Throw him on the floor.
Woo! That's
There it is.
There it is. First silver of the day.
Well, that's not how you do it right there, boy. When can we start doing those here, Dad?
Native fish.
Yeah.
Installing a fixed base Wave Pro is a quick and easy process. The first step is to remove your existing seat and pedestal. Use the same screws for mounting back to the floor. Your Wave Pro will have the same bolt pattern. Use red Loctite and hand thread all the bolts to start them, then use a drill and evenly tighten the bolts to secure your Wave Pro to the deck. Our boat seat adapter units simply insert into your seat's existing hub and are available in 2 3/8 and 2 7/8 inch units. For Wave Pro fixed mount slider seat units, remove your existing pedestal and seat, remove one bolt to open the slider, and remove your boat seat. Take the plastic clips from your pedestal and place them on your Wave Pro as shown, one on the side with the guide pins, the other on the opposite side. Insert the Wave Pro back into the slider. Some seats will have 2 washers on the bolts on the open side of the slider. If your seat does, remove 1 washer from each bolt, retighten the bolts, and slide the Wave Pro in. Reinstall the second washer on the open back bolt and retighten. Use the same screws for mounting back to the floor. Your Wave Pro will have the same bolt pattern. Use red Loctite and hand tighten all the bolts to start them. Then use a drill and evenly tighten the bolts to secure your Wave Pro to the deck. For seats without a slider, the Wave Pro's top plate will have a matching bolt pattern for quick and easy install. Wave Pro, best ride on the water.
Well, the only advice I can give you about weather from traveling the world fishing,
Yeah.
if the captain doesn't want to go, you don't want to go.
wanna
That
go,
I can tell you right now.
Because you can have 5 miles an hour on shore and you can have 4-footers at the buoy. Oh yeah, you're right, Hunter.
Small king?
Small king.
Go ahead.
What it acted like.
Yeah.
Same bait we
That's
caught
kind of what we're
last fish
catching.
on, actually.
We're getting a couple of these every trip.
I tell you what though, those are really good eating
Flipping
fish.
back. Flipping in there, buddy. Corey, was that the one you set?
No,
You sure?
no.
The one that's tangled wasn't the one you set?
The accusations are flying hot and heavy.
Yeah.
So we just talked about, I mentioned to Dave that I thought one of those trout was too big, for eating, but, you really can't release deep caught fish. And Dave's response?
Well, we're old trout fishermen.
Yeah.
And my family commercial fished, and they, fished for trout before the salmon were here.
Sure.
So there's a lot of things you can do with them, and smoking is probably the most
Oh, yeah.
desirable. And the smoked fish, and then make it into a fish dip.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's my
really
favorite,
good.
like with diced onions and on crackers.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
make it into a dip. And it makes probably is the best fish to use for fish tacos. It seems to
Really?
take the seasoning a lot better than the salmon
Sure.
in the steelhead.
And it stays moist,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But being old trout fishermen, this is our trout area. This is our our main thing that they caught for generations. When I asked my father, I said, if my generation came along, the commercial fishing was at the bottom,
Right.
and the salmon fishing was just starting. And I said I wanted to borrow some money to, start a charter boat. And my dad said, I'll loan you $20 to get your head examined if you think people are going to pay you to go fishing out there. The commercial guys hated the sport
Yeah.
fishermen,
Yeah.
put them out of business,
Yeah.
so to speak. And now, we're one of them, so we get it. And, working with the Indians and the tribes and doing the stuff that the Charter Boat Association has done is instrumental in our livelihood.
Oh, yeah.
They could be overtaking every day, especially these guys running 2 trips and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You're just depleting the resources, and it's not really a great idea or healthy for the fishery.
No, exactly.
So we try to poo-poo that. And
Yeah.
most people are really good with
Right,
it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I
most
agree
people, if you
totally.
get your limit, you're pretty satisfied.
Yeah, exactly.
I always tell them, if you don't want to get your limit, you got your limit too quick, there's a couple guys in town you can probably go with that you can stay out all day and not get your limit if you'd like to go with them instead.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Attaboy. Good job, Corey.
What do you got?
That clicker back. Nice king.
Oh, nice king.
Kind of what we've been catching, those 3-year-old kings.
Hey, Dave, remember I told you the bite would start about 9:30?
John, you are so right. John, you are so right.
I did. I told him. I've been a tournament fisherman my whole life, and I have lived by those Soliner tables. And guys, it sucked this morning. And I told Dave an hour before it happened, around 9:30, it's going to start happening, and it did.
And here I thought it was me. Most charter boat captains think they're the reason they catch them.
Hi folks, Hunter Engel with Best Chance, coming in from a great day out on the lake. Lots of fish, good customers that have become friends. Now I'm just going to show you what I do to clean fish. I did not come up with this way. My grandfather was a commercial fisherman. He taught my father, and my father taught me. I'm going to use this sword mid-flex right here, and this is how we clean our fish. Oh, you could tell this was a ready to run king. Check this out. Oh yeah. I'll save that for a couple of my buddies that fish the river.
Probably should grab some bags and
Go ahead and get this quartered up so it'll fit in the bag better. That's how it's done. I'm Captain Hunter, and that tip's your best chance to get more meat off your fish.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today on Fisherman's Digest. Thanks to Best Chance Charters, Captain Dave Engel, Captain Hunter Engel at the other end. This great group of guys I just met, we're going to stay in contact for sure and maybe get these yahoos back out on the boat. Check out Saugatuck if you're looking for an awesome adventure, and Best Chance Charters. And also, if you're out there, make sure you're looking for a Michigan Charter Boat Association captain for your next adventure. Thanks for joining us today.